Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to GK Today 2.0. This is Arzu Kakkar. Let us have a look over today's important current affairs. Before starting, let me tell you that these questions are a part of your daily 20 MCQ series that you can get on GK Today Android application app. So you can download it, install it, and also there are 500 plus questions, more than 500 plus questions that are available every month. In addition to, there are current affairs basically from category wise compilations also of the current affairs question, so you can refer to that too. The very first question that you can see now, let us start with the question of today. What is the theme of World Polio Day? Yes, what do you think is the right answer? The theme of World Polio Day is a healthier future for mothers and children. So option B is the correct answer. Okay. As far as World Polio Day is concerned, World Polio Day is observed every year on 24th of October. Do remember it, which is very important. Theme we have already discussed. Healthy the theme is a healthier future for mothers and children. This is the theme, and the agenda is basically to raise awareness about the polio vaccination and eradication of polio. Also, this day highlights the efforts of the frontline workers who provide vaccines in the polio hit countries. So this day was established in 1985. So do remember this year also, right? Moving on to the next question. Next question talks about electronic gold receipt, EGR. The question is, which stock exchange has launched EGR on its platform? Which stock exchange? NSE? No. BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange? Yes. Option B here is the right answer. We'll have a discussion for it. What is EGR? Because that is very important, and you need to now give me 2 minutes of yours that are very important. So your 2 minutes are also important. This concept is also important. So swiftly we'll have a look over it. So as to understand it, what's going on, please do understand the basic concept behind it. You know about shares? So we investors invest, we do generally trade in shares on platforms like Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange. Some of you might be doing it. If you're not doing it, don't worry. This is much I expect that you know what shares are, and there we basically do trade. There are exchange of shares. You sell and buy shares. A platform is there. Now, so as to make basically to check the what is the market valuation of, let's say, of Reliance. So what you do, how it happens, it happens when you're trading with the share of the Reliance. Keeping it very simple, if you want to have a price discovery for onions or potatoes, how it happens when it is in market and you are trading it, okay, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, based on supply and demand, based upon buying and selling, there is a price discovery of products, right? Similar is the case here. Now the concept behind gold is, people do invest in gold, but the demand in India is very much, what we do, we import gold. When we are importing gold, the price basically that is set here is dependent upon the international prices as well. And you can see from different states there are different prices of gold, right? Now we want to bring uniformity also. So here the concept is, with electronic gold receipts, if you have, it is like similar is the way you are sharing or you are trading the shares, right, on Bombay Stock Exchange. Now on Bombay Stock Exchange you can also go with the trading of EGR, electronic gold receipt. Now what is that basically? See, you have gold, you store it in vault, and there you will get EGR, that is electronic gold receipt, and you can now trade it, right? You can go for you can now trade it. You can basically investors can now trade in the electronic gold receipt. Electronic gold receipt will be in the denominations like 10 gram of gold. If you are having 100 grams, 1 gram, this will be the denomination. Let's say for example, if you are having an EGR of 1 lakh or 2 lakh, so what you will do, you will trade with it, and it is having a perpetual validity. You can have it with you with for 5 years, for 2 years, for 3 years, and when you are trading, the price may go up, right? It can be 1 lakh, some 1.5 lakh, it may go to 1 lakh 20,000. So then you can sell also, right? But the concept behind this thing is that EGR will be backed with gold. You have gold, right? So whoever is the owner of the EGR, the gold belongs to that particular party. This is the very first point. The second important point is what is the need of it, or what will be, how it will impact, right? It will impact your ecosystem, the gold, you can say ecosystem, the gold market ecosystem, because there will be a price discovery now, right? There will be efficiency, there will be transparency, price discovery of gold. That is very important. And obviously the assurance of the quality of gold will also increase. So here, for all this, SEBI, that is Securities Exchange Board of India, they have given their final approval for introducing EGR, and now Bombay Stock Exchange has launched EGR on its platform. Clear? That was very important. I hope now things are very clear to you. Moving on to the next question. Next question talks about a plant species, Elmenia multiflora, a new plant species seen in news. It is seen in news, but you can see it here on GK Today's platform. So this is the picture of this plant species. It is recently discovered in which state? The name of the state is, for all those who are from Kerala, option B is the right answer. So this is a new species that has been recently discovered. It is spotted on the granite hillocks of Palakkad, Kerala. It is a new plant species of the genus Elmania, and this is a annual herb that grows to a height of 60 centimeters. It is a new plant species. The name is Elmenia multiflora. Moving on to the next question. It is about FATF. We have covered it. If you remember, if you have seen the previous lecture, then well and good. But still, first of all, so let's have a look over the question. FATF, that is Financial Action Task Force, has put which Asian country on the blacklist in October 2022 update? We covered, but the question was different. There, FATF basically earlier the Pakistan was in grey list, right? But now Pakistan is not in the grey list because of its progress, right? So FATF has taken out Pakistan from grey list now. The question here is, there is a country, Asian country, that is on the blacklist now of FATF. That is Myanmar. Option B is the correct answer. If you remember, I have told you, what is FATF? Intergovernmental Organization that was established in which year? 1989 by G7 summit in Paris. If you remember all this, then you are going right. Because I have covered it already. It was a quick revision. Now FATF basically keeps checks, proper monitoring over so as to combat money laundering, to prevent this international financial crimes. That tourism, there are two lists, blacklist and grey list. Now if you are putting a state on the blacklist, it will be very difficult for a state to run its transactions, because the members now will be alert. The FATF will designate it as a high risk jurisdiction, and here the business transactions, the business relations with that country, it will hamper the country. All other countries that are having the transactions with them, they will be said to you, okay, you have to enhance your due diligence. Now you should be extra alert while you are doing transaction with this country. Even when this country is in blacklist, if they want to get any loan, definitely it will be very tough for them. It will impact their economy to a high end. So these are certain things that you need to remember. And also, is India a member of FATF? Yes. Since which year? Do you remember? 2010, right? Moving on to the next question. Which cricketer has been announced as a brand ambassador for T20 World Cup for the blind? Yes, please. Which cricketer has been announced as the brand ambassador? MS Dhoni? No. Yuvraj Singh has been announced as the brand ambassador for T20 World Cup for blind, which will be held in the month of December, right? And Yuvraj Singh is the brand ambassador for the third T20 World Cup for the blind. The participating countries in the World Cup will be India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Australia, South Africa, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Then moving on to the next question. Who is the first president to serve for 3 terms in China? The president is? Who will be serving for 3 terms now in China? Xi Jinping. Option C is the right answer. Here you can see the leader who is creating his place in the country's most efficient, influential rulers. China's President Xi Jinping secured third term as a Communist Party leader there. Is it a real democracy there? You should think by yourself. Moving on to the next question. Aman Sherawat, who was seen in news, plays which sport? You expect these questions? Yes, previous year questions, if you see, things are asked like that. Aman Sherawat, who plays which sport? Wrestling. Option A. Why we are covering it? Because recently teenager Aman Sherawat, you can see the picture, the person's photograph, made a history. He became the first Indian wrestler to win gold medal in wrestling at under 23 World Wrestling Championship, where Spain. If I talk about India, India finished with how many medals? 6 medals. 1 gold, 1 silver, 4 bronze. Right? Okay. As per the recent data, India has how many active unicorns as of October 2022? India has 84 active unicorns. Earlier this number was high, but due to certain reasons we have reduced it. We don't have reduced it. They have the number has come down. Earlier from 2018 to 22, around 105 startup attained this unicorn status, but now this number reduced to 84. There are very many reasons for that. Unicorns lost their valuations due to the investors markdowns. There can be other reasons too, but at the same point of time we should have an understanding that India became the third largest startup ecosystem in the world after US and China. And if you are at that this number, it means what? It means your workings, your schemes that government came up with, the implementation part, so as to bring this startup ecosystem, you are doing good in it. What do you mean by unicorn? A company that reaches a valuation of 1 billion US dollar is a unicorn company, right? I would request you one thing. Apart from yes, you have to basically give the answers, the factual ones, in the comment section as your homework, but this is one very simple homework, and I would love if you'll do this. Do Google and do search what government steps have, what schemes government brought up for bringing this startup ecosystem so as to enhance it. We have one tag line also: don't be a job seeker, be a job provider, right? So how you are nurturing the ideas of these entrepreneurs, because all they required is mentorship, guidance, financial assistance. Is government doing good in it? Yes. How you can say? The number shows. And is there something that still needs to be done? Yes. You have to work upon it. Make sure that you are not only just doing ratification, you are not just mugging up facts. Make sure that you are also increasing and enhancing your overall personality by understanding these things. Now I'll move to the next question, that is Bestu Varsh, which is celebrated in the month of October. So basically it is a New Year festival that is celebrated in which state? The name of the state is Gujarat. Option B is the correct answer. So it is celebrated in the month of October. It is Gujarati New Year and it is celebrated as a part of 5-day Diwali celebrations. Next question is, which city is the host of cultural festival Jashn-e-Kashmir? Which city is the host? Srinagar. Option B is the right answer. So let us have a look over it. So basically in Jammu and Kashmir there was an inauguration, which is a 3-week long cultural festival, Jashn-e-Kashmir, New Kashmir, New Hope, at Srinagar. So this festival was organized by all J&K Folk Artists Association, Shakalandar Folk Theatre, in collaboration with J&K Academy of Art, Culture and Languages and the Office of Divisional Commissioner Kashmir. So the aim is to celebrate the culture, the tradition, the heritage of this region, right? Here we are done with your today's questions, but still we have to cover a revision category question. So here you can see some miscellaneous questions. These questions that are taken as a miscellaneous question, they are very important because you can see these in current affairs and you can expect such questions. They are directly asked like this in the exam if you go through previous year papers, some of the very important ones. Okay, then have a look over the very first question. Which Indian zoological park tops the Central Zoo Authority recent rankings? Padmaja, Naidu, Himalayan. Okay, India is set to reintroduce cheetahs from Namibia In which national park? Kunopalpur National Park. Where is this national park? You have to tell in the comment section. Spark is a studentship program recently launched in Ayurveda field. This is what they have asked, right? Ayurveda. Okay, which former president won the Best Narrator Emmy Award for his documentary series Our Great National Parks? Name is Barack Obama. Bhitarkanika National Park is located in which state? You please think. Meanwhile, I am writing the answer. Odisha. Which ministry implemented the scheme for promotion of bulk drug parks? Chemical and Fertilizer Ministry. Okay. Highway authorities, waterway authorities, and a subsidiary of railways, they have signed a tri-party MOU for development of modern multi-modal logistic parks under which scheme? The name of the scheme is Bharatmala Pariyojana. Okay, government. Which state government has announced to set up Grameen Ajivika parks? Chhattisgarh. Right? Which institution launched Spark, a virtual space tech park? ISRO. Gundi National Park, which was seen in news, is located in which state? Tamil Nadu. Larsen and Toubro signed a MOU with which state to set up IT Technology Park? The name of the state is Gujarat. And Yosemite National Park is located in which country? USA. Clear? Next, moving on to the next category, let us have a look over it. Ministry, these are some miscellaneous questions, I would say. Okay, so the very first question is, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare launched a convergence portal. It is along with which ministry? It is food processing. International Tourism Award for Best Destination for Culture. Which state backed this award? West Bengal. An interest subvention of 1.5% per annum has been approved for agricultural loan up to which limit? 3 lakhs. India Ki Udaan. This initiative is launched by Ministry of Culture along with which company? The name of the company is Google. Okay, there is a state that has partnered with UNDP to add data in climate resilient agriculture to the Digital Public Goods Registry. The name of the state is? For all those who are from Telangana. Agriculture Ministry launched the platform of platforms. Under which scheme? This is your homework. And the next question is also your homework. You have now 2 homework, right? 2 questions as your homework. But don't worry, we'll have a homework or other questions in your homework slide. Which is the venue of National Conference of State Agriculture and Horticulture Ministers? Yes, please. Bangalore. National Museum for Asian Pacific American History and Culture. Which country has passed a bill for the creation of this National Museum? USA. India International Center for Buddhist Culture and Heritage is built in which country? In Nepal. Which organization released World Review of Captured Fishes and Aquaculture 2022? It is FAO. These are some questions that are related to, you can say, disaster management. Which international bloc has signed Humanitarian Assistance Disaster Relief Guidelines? The name of the bloc is Quad. You will tell the member countries in this particular bloc. Already I have asked such question, I think. Many of you have answered it in the comment section. South European countries have recently witnessed which disaster? Wildfire. National Disaster Management Authority. Who chairs this authority? Prime Minister. Additional assistance of ₹1,000 crore under National Disaster Response Fund was recently approved to which state? Rajasthan and Nagaland. Which country hosted International Conference on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure? India. Where is the headquarters of UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction? You please think. Geneva. Which country launched the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure? India. Which ministry launched its disaster management plan to develop disaster resilience at grassroots level? Panchayati Raj Ministry. This is your homework. And the last question. India approved signing a MOU with which country on cooperation in disaster management? It is Turkmenistan. So these are certain questions as your homework already, and some of them I have already given in the revision category, so I would expect that you answer all these things. And with this I am summing up this lecture. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do teaching you. Thank you everyone, take care, wish everybody a very best of luck and a nice day.